Yes, we're here. Welcome to the Don't Gas podcast debut. Just gonna go around the houses to get us started. On Buckstar hosting. To the left of me, I've got Blunt. Just beneath me, I've got JD, and we've got a Bizzle just next to him as well. Apologies from Tiny, who couldn't make it today. He's got a radio show to attend, so he's not able to make it. And we're hoping that Trilla's going to join us at some point during the podcast, but we'll see what happens. Okay, man, let's kickstart this. How we doing, man?
Yeah, all
Good,
good, bro. All
good.
good, man. How's
Looking
everyone,
forward
man?
to this.
Yeah, man. So let's kick it off into the World Cup, Club Cup. Might as well get straight into it, man. World Club Cup. Okay, new format, new money. A lot of teams in it this time. What are your thoughts on the new format at the moment? JD, man. Oh,
Well, to be honest, I never really watched it before, so new format, old format doesn't really make much of a difference.
Ditto.
I've caught a couple of the games. I caught the Boca Benfica game. That was all right. Quite entertaining game. Saw some of the Real Madrid yesterday. Just a tournament. I'd say it's early doors, so probably, hopefully, get better as it gets in the later stages. But not that impressed at the moment, though.
okay. Blunt, you been watching?
Do you know what? I've seen bits. Like, obviously, had a feeling we'd be speaking about it. Like you say, it's never been that well publicised, has it? But I mean, it's another FIFA cash grab in it. Like, basically extending the Champions League, watering down the Europa, League, so we can have this conference, which is more European games, more club games, more TV money. And to be honest with you, I mean, obviously, when in its old format, you'd have like, what was it, 4 teams, and you'd basically 2 semi-finals of the final, you were done in a week. And now we've got these 32 teams, and it's basically taking pre-season away from players, and then moving into a World Cup year as well. Nah, it's too much of a strain. And to be honest with you, look at the ticket sales. They've sold like 22% of the tickets for the games. Like, they started off at, like, I think it was something like $300 a ticket, and then they dropped it drastically, and then they they put an offer on for Florida students. If you buy one ticket for $8, you get extra four for $3.50 a cent for a piece. So the interest isn't there for it, and the team selection's bad. I mean, I don't know why Inter Miami in it. I don't know why Liverpool aren't in it. I don't know why Chelsea are in it. It's
I
just,
think they said
it's just.
it's the champions of England, Spain, and Italy. None of them are there. Crazy,
This
isn't
is what I'm talking about. There's no Barcelona. Like, there's a like. It's just a cash grab, and I've got a feeling this will be the first and only time you'll see it in this large, like, sort of postseason format.
What do you reckon, Franz? Why do you think there's been so little interest in it? Like, why are they struggling with their ticket sales? What do you think?
I'll be honest, I'm glad that my man was that thorough because that is a competition that does not interest me at all. I haven't really paid any attention to it. I'm the Java. I didn't even know the history of it. I don't. Yeah, pause on me. I do. Yeah, to me that seems like another waste of time. I don't know.
I'll be honest. I've not seen a game yet, and I've
Yeah,
no interest in watching it at all. I've got absolutely no interest in watching it.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
I think the location alone was a mistake. I think putting it in the States where football's not
Yeah,
even a number
popular,
one sport
exactly.
over there. I feel like if it had been in South America, or if it had been in Europe, or even if it had been in Africa, in fact, that would have been a good look to put it in Africa.
Africa,
Somewhere
yeah,
and
exactly.
I don't know where, but somewhere. And you
Yeah,
would have had a lot more actual football fans attending the games. You probably would have sold tickets on the day. Do you know what I mean? So I
correct,
think that
correct.
the location alone was a mistake as well. Yeah.
Just to jump in on the end of that point, mate, I think the reason they're putting the States, obviously, because you've got the World Cup, yeah, and the World Cup's going to be there. So I think it's to whet the appetite for that. But also, as well, what you said about not seeing a game, I made an effort to try and see the first couple of games, and then I found out DAZN got the rights to it. My DAZN subscription has long since expired. And even if, you're one of these people, I'm not saying I am, that have one of these sort of illegal Fire Stick accesses, I've heard it's even difficult to find on there.
I think the general consensus is nobody cares. Nobody seems to care.
I just found out the other day that, well, by accident, that the games are showing free on Channel 5, though, isn't it? So.
Oh, I didn't even know
Not that I've
That
seen.
sounds a
I
bit
thought that was
desperate,
on
doesn't
the
it?
zone.
No, listen, I found about like my son was watching football, and I was like, right, it's Channel 5, so I just started watching it, and yeah, so like most nights, depending on who's playing, you find it live on 5 for free. So, if you didn't know, now you know.
I'm gonna quickly run through there was a game today. Palmeiras beat out Athlete 2-0. I'm not sure who scored in that game, but just to go through the groups, just to quickly just give you an idea of where everyone's sitting at the moment. I'm only going to talk about who's top. I'm not running through every single team. So you've got Palmeiras at the top of Group A. PSG, no surprise, top of Group B. Bayern, oh my days. 10 goals. Did anyone see the Olise interview afterwards? After the game? They were after that 10-0 win. And they were like, did you at any point start to feel bad for them, Because that Auckland, I think that a lot of them are part-timers as well. Though. They've got actual regular jobs. He just was like, nah, not at all. And then he just started laughing. I was like, this guy's cold, man. His interviews are funny. Flamengo, I'm glad to see a top of Group D because Chelsea are in there. Who likes Chelsea? Group E, River Plate atop. Group F, I'm not even sure who that is. My Melody, who are they? They're above Dortmund anyway. They're top of that group. Juve, top of their group, or joint top with City, I should say. I think they're on goal difference. They're top. And then Group H, you've got Salzburg who are top above Real Madrid. I just feel like a lot of these teams that have just finished the season are just like they're out of legs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, the players
Out of
are there,
legs.
so they're obliged, isn't it? But it speaks volumes when you're looking at the groups. You go, I don't know who that team is. Don't know who that team is.
Yeah.
It's like I say, it's just a massive cash grab again by FIFA. Just more teams, more games, more TV, and then it's just I know it's easy for the sort of the laymen to say, well, they get paid enough, they should run themselves in the floor. No. Like footballers don't dictate their wages. The industry dictates the wages. And you know what? When you've just played a hard domestic season, a hard European season, the last thing you want to do is go to the USA at the height of summer in California, the Rose Bowl, and charge around for 90 minutes in like 100 degrees.
I know, yeah.
Listen,
I know.
You might as well just join the Foreign Legion.
I hear that argument, but at the same time, like the wages in football now are so obscene and excessive. With the rise in wages, they've got to expect to play more games, like in my opinion, innit? Because the money's got to come from somewhere, so it has to come from these extra tournaments and these extra games. These long like tours in Asia or America or wherever.
But that's what it should
Do you
be.
think that's fair to say that though?
Sorry?
It should be.
I'll tell you why. Sorry. Let me jump in there. I'll tell you why. Is it fair to say that? Because if I get a pay rise, I ain't working extra hours. Do you know what I mean? And I'll go back to what Blunt was saying, man. That if I'm a footballer, I'm not determining what the salary that the club's willing to give. They're going to give what they're willing to give at the end of the day. So you can't really put that on the players. It's more of a club thing for me. And this is a money spinner for clubs. How much do the winners get again in this one? Is it 40 mil?
No, I couldn't
Is
tell
it
you.
40 mil?
No, 100 mil.
I think it's 40. Is it 100 mil? 100 mil. That's crazy money, man.
Even that's obviously for what is essentially a pre-season friendly tournament.
Crazy money. But yeah, I think the general consensus is that we're not that bothered about it. If I say pick a winner, who are you going with?
PSG.
You got PSG. Surprised you ain't say PSG.
Yeah,
I watched them against Atletico. They're on fire.
You seem to like your PSG tracksuit not that long ago, didn't you?
Where's the kid, bro?
Yo, JD, man, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, where's the PSG game?
Yeah, I'm surprised you never said PSG with your PSG tracksuit that you were wearing at the end of the season. Yeah.
I gotta go for PSG. I mean, easy answer, I suppose, but it's football.
Best in Europe, has to be the best in the world, surely.
I'm going for Bayern, And you know why I'm going for Bayern is I'll tell you why. Because although they won the league, the season before they didn't really. They need something because it's pressure playing for a club like that if you're not winning everything. So I'm gonna go for someone different. I'm gonna say Bayern go and win this.
Guess we'll see.
Cheers,
We'll have to
man. Who
revisit
you
it.
reckon, man?
What?
You don't care, do you? Look at his face.
Yeah. Real Madrid is going to surprise
I mean, this guy barely watches football, and it's understandable, isn't it? So I mean,
Is this because he's a Man United fan? Is that what that is?
Oh, mate.
Listen,
Cry
man,
himself to sleep every night, man.
you don't start, bro. Like you support Tottenham, man. Like so, like that's enough said. That's enough said. I don't even need to say anything else.
enough said.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know what's funny? I thought you came from your day job at Nando's when I saw that T-shirt, man.
Well, that's Dragon Ball.
You might have forgot what
Bro,
already.
you're
Like,
looking at that logo, bro.
listen, man, you can say what you want, but at the end of the day,
Dragon Ball Z, bro.
I've not been able to say this very often, but I'm the only one in whose team's lifted a trophy this season. So,
Oh yeah. You know what?
I can smoke it.
Here we go.
You know what? We'll give you that one. We'll give you that one. You know, it's not often you can say it, so we won't try and steal your thunder, man.
Well done.
Right. What we got next? Moving on. Transfer window. Transfer window so
before
far.
we move on, was that when you said you lost the trophy? Was that Tottenham or PSG? Sorry.
Both of my teams.
Oh, okay.
Both of your teams. I know this guy more than 30 years. I never heard PSG before.
Did I just say both of my teams?
Oh, gosh. Right, moving on. Definitely moving on. Transfer window so far. I'm just gonna run through a few of the clubs just to see what business they've done so far. So my club, as usual, like to drag their heels, and we've got no incomings and no outgoings. Like nothing's happened. Oh, Jorginho, Tierney, Tavares, and Marquinhos. Not that anyone cares; they're all gone.
Tavares still plays for you lot?
Yeah, he was on loan, but he's gone now.
Is that the guy
Who have we
Lazio?
got? Sorry,
was he at Lazio? Was it
Lazio?
Tavares?
Yeah. You got Chelsea, Liam Delap, Esteval Willian. I don't know how good that player is. He's from Palmeiras, and Esugo from Sporting, and Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. So many players called Mamadou Sarr. That's crazy. Let's look at Liverpool. Frimpong, Mamaj Dashvili. Bloody hell, I can't pronounce his name. But anyway, you know who I'm talking about, the Georgian keeper. I think that's been finalised. For is he he's the keeper, isn't he?
He's decent.
Been finalised.
Yeah,
he looked good in the Euros.
He's good.
And they've got someone called Academia. Not Academia. Sorry, Pesci. Armin Pesci from Puskas Academia.
Is the
no relation
Florian
to Joe.
Wirtz deal not done?
Sorry?
Is the Florian Wirtz deal not done yet?
No, these are all confirmed. These are the only confirmed ones so far. We'll get to the other ones in a minute.
Where Wirtz has flown in for his medical, innit? So that should be happening tomorrow. Maybe announced tomorrow.
It's probably gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
Him and
Man City. Let me just get through the rest of these transfers and we'll get into it, innit? So Man City, they've got Reinders from Milan. Eight Nuri, man. Oh my gosh. I was talking about Eight Nuri about a month ago, how Arsenal should go out and buy him. And now who's gonna go in Man City? He's a quality player, man. Quality player.
But do you need where's he gonna play? Like
on the left.
Where's he gonna play?
On the left.
Martinelli.
He's a left back. We've got
Nuri. Sorry, I think about
Eight Nuri. Yeah. Eight Nuri. Bettinelli from Chelsea for an undisclosed fee, and Cherky from Lyon, who I thought was going to go to Liverpool. And he's talking. He's on some smoke already, talking about he can't wait to kill Man United after what they did to Lyon.
I saw that. Yeah,
Speaking of United, only confirmed signing so far, Cunha from Wolves. I didn't realise you'd released Ericsson, but that probably makes sense. Johnny Evans and Lindelof also have been released. Let's go to the club that we all love to hate, Tottenham Hotspur. So Kevin Danso has been confirmed. Vuskovic from Hajduk Split. And this one surprised me. Matthias Tell. I'm surprised that was that an obligation to buy in the deal. Must have been, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Like, obviously, if he accepted it, but you know what, Mateus Tell, not over the moon with it, but he looked okay in flashes, and I just think the manager was so bad that the guy wasn't being coached. So, under a decent coach, hopefully improve, and he'll do better.
29.8 mil. So it's not like you've blown your whole transfer budget
But
there,
you
is
know
it?
what though? But also, like, I mean, the guy plays for the French under 21s, and they've got a decent team. So he's got to be all right. I mean, he starts for them. He must be all right.
Well, we'll
see what
see
he
this
does.
season if he's got anything about him. Players that have gone from Tottenham, you've got Højbjerg, who's gone to Marseille for 17 mil.
Yeah.
Fraser Forster released, Reguilon released, and Alfie Whiteman released as well. So I'm not going to go for anybody else. Let's go to Wirtz then, seeing as we brought him up earlier. Much expected. It's been spoken about all summer. It's probably the biggest transfer that we're likely to see this summer as well. Now, what I would say is he's quality. We all know he's a quality player. But for the money he's coming in for, he, for me, has to absolutely hit the ground running, because players that have moved for big money like this who haven't hit the ground running have been absolutely slaughtered by the media, by fans. Do you think that that's a big pressure on Wirtz coming over to the Premier League?
Absolutely. I think, like you say, when you see, I mean, it's not astronomical fee from what you're seeing in the game these days, but it's up there with like the biggest fees, and there's a reason why they're paying it. I mean, if you're watching the kid for a couple of years now, and obviously him and Frimpong have come to the fore now. Obviously, when Leverkusen had that just season from paradise last year, but what you typically see people sort of seasoned in the German league tend to do better early doors. Not as a complete rule right across the board, but people that have learned to trade in the German league do better in the Premier League if they could, rather than coming from Italy. I mean, like you say, you have exceptions to the rule, but I've got a feeling that he might smash it up a little bit, because above all else, his talent, he's a hard worker. And that Liverpool side that won the league, they didn't set the world alight. They don't have any passengers. They just run the
I
socks
think
off.
it's the right club for him. It's the right fit, I think.
Absolutely.
When you look at the style of play and whatnot, I would definitely say. And an outgoing, look, by the way, we'll go back to Liverpool again, is Kwanzaa, who I heard a lot of Liverpool fans gassing up last season. And now he looks like he's on his way to Leverkusen to play under Eric Ten Hag. So that looks like that's happening. And that was by the way, that was breaking from Fabrizio Romano. Jarell Quansah verbally agrees on personal terms with Leverkusen. So it looks like that's happening. Definitely.
Have they really replaced Xabi Alonso with Eric Ten Hag?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, I know. Yeah, he's landed on his feet there.
One word analysis. Wow.
Well, he knows that. To be fair, he knows the German league. He was there under Pep at Bayern. I know he wasn't a first team coach or whatever. He was an understudy, but still, he knows the league. And there's not a massive pressure on Leverkusen. It's not like a Bayern Munich or a Dortmund. I feel there's less pressure there, so maybe it'll be a good move for him. You never know.
Leverkusen are right up there now, aren't they? That's the thing.
Just switching to Man United, and I wish Bizzle was still on the call. He looks like he's dropped off.
Where'd he go? Where's he going?
ran away. Knew that the United talk was coming.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're back. Right.
Just in time.
Now, seriously, you've got TNT Sports. I want to get your take on this. TNT Sports have said, I think it's in the last hour, Emi Martinez is open to joining Man United this summer, even without Champions League football. That's also from, even though TNT Sports have reported it, they're saying that their source is Fabrizio Romano. How do you feel about that? Is that bye-bye Onana? Like, would you get rid of Onana to get Emi Martinez in?
Yeah, but you know me, I was never thinking that the goalkeeper was the issue with the squad. So for me, I wouldn't have brought him in the first place. So I mean, he got his opportunity, and yeah, I would ship him out. If me personally, I would ship him out. Yeah, I don't. The thing is, like, I'm a big fan. Okay, everybody keeps saying about the game changing, but you know me, as a goalkeeper, I think your first responsibility is to stop the ball going in the net. I don't care how good you are with your feet, you gotta be able to stop the ball going in the net. And he's proven that he's not good enough. So, like, for me personally, I don't. And it's not that your distribution is any better, or you know what I mean. Like, you haven't proven to me, you haven't done anything that warrants, like, nah. If I would let you
If
go.
I'm a
I would let
United
you go.
fan, any time the
I would
ball
let you
gets
go.
anywhere near the final third, I'm nervous.
You get nervous in it, and that's the truth. And
Mm.
it's like you're always thinking, what's he gonna do next? What's he gonna do next? I mean, everybody used to talk about the hair because obviously, like, when he does that in a goal, it looks soft. But the guy was phenomenal. I mean, to me personally, I still feel he's still one of the best keepers in the world. Do you know what I mean? But like,
Mm.
I don't know. I wouldn't have shipped him out in the first place. But yeah, I would put on I would give him his papers, man. He can go in it. That's the
I'm
truth.
looking forward to this next one.
Go on.
Buemo looked like it was all done and dusted, yeah. And
No,
then
listen.
a certain Tottenham Hotspur came in, and
Go
it's
on.
looking like they've turned his head. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
I don't know.
I'm
For me,
gonna hand this over to you two because this is in your category now.
yeah, until the deal is done for me, it's not a deal. You know what I mean? It's
I
only a
mean,
promise. But until you sign a contract, you're not my player. So what can I do? I
well,
can
to be
only
honest with
hope.
you,
But
I'm hearing his preference is still Man United. I mean, that's what I've heard. So I don't know.
I've heard the same. Yeah.
Obviously, Man United are going to pay money that we're not going to pay him, innit? So we'll see.
I have to say, what he's asking for is outrageous. If that's what he's asking for,
Yeah, but
outrageous.
I don't know, man,
It,
because
it it's a two. Is it? I worked it out before in our group chat. It's something like a 255% increase for one
Oh,
good
yeah,
season,
yeah, but
from
I don't know if that's true,
40,000 a
man.
week to 250. Like,
Yeah,
what is he smoking?
I don't believe that 250 business.
You know, to be
I
honest,
don't believe that for 1
I
second.
personally think he's 150 grand a week player max.
Yeah, I was
Max,
thinking like 150, 170. Like I was
man, he
saying
should
it's the
take
limit.
120 and be happy.
Yeah,
But you know
120
what?
and be happy, mate.
But you
yeah.
know when you don't have Champions League football, you might have to pay over the odds, though, innit? I'm saying that.
I actually, I think it's up. I think me personally, I would make one more bid. I think I won't pay no more than 60 million for him, and that would have been 55 for that add-on. I won't pay no more than that. And if they
Wait, you
call it more than that, I will tell them later, man.
wait. You wouldn't pay more than you said. You wouldn't pay 60 more than 60. When you just paid 62 or something like that for that guy from Wolves. He ain't better
Yeah,
than Brumo. Make it make
Nah,
sense.
he ain't better than a
he's
Buemo.
got 1 year left on his contract. One.
Who, and
What are they
Buemo?
gonna do? Yeah.
And you need him now. So it don't matter if he's got 1 year.
Yeah.
You need him now.
Nah, it doesn't matter,
Right.
man. I will walk away personally. I won't. Because
I feel there's a little bit of
if you trying to
I feel
set,
there's a bit
if
of
you
a
trying
fear
to set,
factor there. You don't want
no,
to
but
lose
if
him
you
like
trying to,
if you lose into Tottenham, that's not a good look for you as a club. Because
what?
Man United were the ones. Hang on. Man United were the ones that was always bullying people in the transfer market.
You know
And
what?
if
But
he
we're the worst
chooses,
we're the, of all the clubs.
Listen. Man United deserve everything they get. I'm still upset about what they did to
Let's
Berbatov
be realistic, innit?
back in the day.
Berbatov, that was
Yeah,
a
man.
low down dirty move as well. That Berbatov move.
We sent him to Manchester to have talks with City, and Ferguson picked him up on Sky Sports News in his jag, like the cheek. Nah,
Next
bro.
thing you could just see him in the training ground. Like
Yeah,
that was shocking.
nah, man. Nah.
you know that
That
you
is the
know the
dirt
done
bags, man. Huh?
you know the done us were falling on it like Burrat had fallen like signed,
Oh
sealed, and
yeah.
delivered, and then they just scooped him up. Mind you, to be fair though, looks like they've done us a favour on
I
that one. But
heard I heard that they put someone on his plane. Imagine that. That's
yeah.
shocking.
Just chloroformed the guy with
Berbatov.
the Forlan sign, like,
No,
and then
Forlan.
yeah, they've done us like
Oh,
that, done us dirty like that.
That's some scoundrel moves there, man.
Mhm.
um,
nah.
You reap what you
right,
sow, though. He was shit.
I'm going to talk about my club now. I will get to Tottenham in a minute, but what I'm hearing, I'm just going to be honest. What I think, yeah, all I'm hearing online from these certain fans that we all know who I'm talking about, moaning, miserable, complaining, and basically making it easy for all you other fans to cuss us. And it's like, what are you moaning about? It's June. It's June. There's a tournament going on, and there may be players in that tournament who we're looking at. Like the Premier League don't start in June. Like I don't get why everybody is getting so bent out of shape. Pause. Like, I don't get it. Just relax. It's gonna happen. I don't know whether it's gonna be in terms of a striker, if it's gonna be Sesko or Gyökeres. Originally, I said Gyökeres, but now that I've done a bit of research and I've looked into it a little bit, I feel Sesko's style of play will suit us better than Gyökeres. So I hope we can get that deal done. I'm hearing Partey might be on his way. Not sure how I feel about that because, yeah, he's a top player. I think he's a top player. But, I mean, he's what, 32 now? He's probably looking for a 3-year contract. I doubt we're going to offer him that. And there's a lot of noise off the pitch that we're hearing with Partey. Do we want that to be associated with our football club? I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying it's out there.
I mean, like, I know we might have banter about that, but I mean, I don't believe that. You know, I don't believe that Partey's doing that.
We've all seen it before, where all these allegations are made, and in the end, it's nothing.
Yeah,
so,
in all seriousness, I don't really believe that. But
if he goes, we need another centre midfielder. Zubimendi alone's not enough because we've lost Jorginho, and if we lose Partey as well, we have to be going to get another centre midfielder for me.
But what you say with Partey, like you say he wants a 3-year deal, like you get.
He probably wants a 2-3 year deal, probably.
Okay. But you get maybe 20 games out of him a season, like it's just not worth it.
Nah, you're probably right. You're probably right. So I'm not that bothered. It's just I do like him as a player, but you know, there you go. The one I really want to see, and I know you lot are probably thinking this will never happen, but actually, I'm hearing that it is possible. Is Rodrigo? If we can get that deal done, I'll be over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. That'll be a massive signing if we can get that deal done. And I'm hearing more rumors about it all the time.
I don't think so. You know, Alonso no nice in the map.
Say again.
I thought Alonso was on nice in the map the other day.
Like
well, of course he's gonna. He's just coming as He's just coming as manager. But if the players' heads been turned, it's not like we've never got a Real Madrid player before, is it, Mesut Ozil? So you lot are saying it will never happen, but it's happened before.
Like
yes, Mesut Ozil was not in the team. Are you buzzing? Are you buzzing? No, he wasn't. Gareth Bale didn't play AM. Mesut Ozil did. Who's the Madrid fan here? Me. I'm telling you, he did not replace him. Gareth Bale played wide.
I don't care. Arsenal ain't turning nobody's head at Real Madrid. So
look at him scared. He's scared. He's shook, bro.
Like, what the hell is that, man? Keep moving.
I hope we do it just to give you nightmares, man. Just to give you nightmares.
Like, listen. Like, I'm not sure he's suited to Premier League football anyway. Like, so you could spend the money on him, waste it, and we'll just laugh at that as well. So it's all good.
Yeah, you would know about wasting funds in the transfer window, innit? We don't really know about that, bro. The only one we know about is Pepe. Other than that, we don't really waste money in the transfer window, bro.
Is Pepe
them days are over, bro.
Is Pepe still your record signing?
No comment. No comment.
No. Declan Rice, man.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we can spend 100 mil. You can't. Let's just remember that. Yeah, get in your place.
Yeah, no
you spent 100 mil on a water carrier. You scored 2 free kicks and that's it. Like, he ain't all that.
Nah, Declan Rice had a decent season. You can say what you will. He had a decent season, and you ain't got a centre midfielder better than him. It don't really matter what you say. Anyway,
listen, spending 100 mil on Declan Rice. That's like paying the lady 10 bags to come and wash your dishes, bro. Like, it's just not worth it.
You know what? It's funny. You're saying that now, but all season nobody was talking about his price tag. Nobody. So must be doing a half decent job in it. Anyway, let's get on to your bump. Let's get on to your bump team. What's going on with your bump team in this transfer window?
No, we're there, just outside of this Tottenham Arsenal rivalry. Like, I will say that Declan Rice has been a good sign.
100 mil.
He's just a hater, bro. He's just a hater. That's
no. I will say
Declan Rice is a 40 mil player max. 100 mil is ridiculous.
It doesn't matter if he's a 40 mil player. The market dictates that he's not, because that's what they wanted for him.
We'll
Say
go
again.
back on the decade and 35. Got your Andy Carroll.
Hang on a minute. Didn't you pay about 40 mil for Timo Werner? And you're talking about 40 mil. He's about a four
He was on loan. He's
£4
gone
player,
back.
mate.
He was on
Diabolical,
loan and
mate.
he's gone back. No, we didn't pay.
You made it permanent, didn't you?
No, he's gone back.
Nah.
He's
You
still
sure
gone
about
back.
it?
Very sure. Very sure, mate.
But to be fair, Jared, you
Trying
don't
to
rate,
spread no false narratives, man. Like Timo Werner's gone.
so Jared, you don't rate Declan Rice at all?
I'm not saying he's not a decent player. Like he's a good midfielder. He's not £100 million midfielder. He's 40 mil max.
He'd walk in the Tottenham side, though,
Well,
wouldn't
listen, he's whatever coming into play, that's true. But
That's exactly what I was saying. Exactly.
He's one of the best in the Premier League. So, really like.
Pep was willing to pay 100 for him. Listen, hang on. Pep was willing to pay 100 for him. Let's not forget that. Pep came in with 100 mil, solid bid for Declan Rice.
When I said to Bilal when they signed him, man, I said to him, you're getting a decent player. That boy can play. That boy's a baller, man. You lot keep sleeping on him. He's decent, man. He's decent.
This guy, I told you, this guy's just he's a bit of hater, man.
Yeah,
he probably thinks that what's his name, Basuma's better, isn't it?
He would say that as well, you know. He probably would.
You look a lot at Basuma, yeah. If he stays at Tottenham and plays under a manager that can actually coach players, you'll see something different from him this season.
Wait, you mean like a manager like Conte who just won a title? You mean like a manager like Mourinho? You mean like
Conte never gave him a chance. He had injuries anyway under Conte, and Conte. I think Conte was alright for us personally. He just blew everything up, and just couldn't stay after that outburst. So, but I think
you call it blowing it up. He told the truth though, and you've admitted that to me. So he told a lot of truths, Conte. A lot of truths, man. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Just to step in, right? The problem you've got with both JD's team and Fire's team, it ain't about the manager. It's not about the staff. It's the hierarchy. It's the higher ups. Like that's what's strangling the progression for me. But what do I know? I'm a Borough fan. We don't even have a manager at the moment.
Let's move on. Let's move on. We're going to agree to disagree on a lot of points. I understand that. We're not going to be able to get everything in.
You know what? Yeah, that's one thing. Because the manager does matter because the previous manager last season, like I said, his tactics were so bad. He had us wide open. He had our centre backs on the halfway line and our full backs
what did you think
or into any channel and the team was in against us. He wasn't coaching the players. It was a complete shambles, all on the manager. And people talk about Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy spent money, I can't really say too much against Daniel Levy. He spent the money. Okay, he hasn't made great signings all the time, but whatever Ange asked for last season, pretty much he got. And he come out and said he was happy with the season, happy with the signings. He wanted Solanke, he wanted Johnson, he wanted these players. So, and if we're gonna blame Levy, are we gonna give Levy credit for the trophy then? Because if we're gonna blame him for when it goes wrong, we have to give it some props when it goes right. So
fair enough. I'd just like to conclude by saying I'm so glad that I let you finish your point. Some plausible moments there, to say the least. We'll move on.
Cancel.
Right, we're gonna do a section called "The Streets." What the streets won't forget, but who was forgotten? Because there's some ballers out there that don't get put in a conversation enough. When it comes to actual balling. Pause. So, who wants to go first?
Do I just stand here and just list every single decent Premier League player?
No. Just pick a player. Pick a player that comes to mind.
Do you know what? Right,
I've got one. Go on, sorry.
I've got this. Yeah, obviously just as a credit note, just because everyone's expecting it. I'm going to say Janino for the Borough, but one out of left field, right? Marian Pahars from Southampton.
Oh yeah,
Remember
he
Marion
was
Pahars?
quality. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like Latvian
Yeah,
or something, wasn't he? Yeah. And the other one that I thought of as well was Darren Huckabee.
Darren Huckabee.
What?
He was a
Yeah, from
baller still. He was a baller
Coventry.
still.
Yeah, good players, but they never get mentioned.
All right.
Yeah, man,
Do
definitely.
you want my one?
Yeah, go on.
David Shinola.
Is he forgotten? He's on
That's
BT, man. You see him every week, man. He's on BT Sports. Is he really forgotten? We all know he's a baller.
Like he doesn't get the respect like I believe he deserves.
Oh,
Maybe,
I agree. I agree with that.
Like player of the league at Tottenham when we were a mid-table team. Yeah.
Yeah, he was quality. He was part of that Man United, the Newcastle team that beat Man United 5-0. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And then blew the Premier League in March when they were 14 points clear.
All right, fair enough. You know that. Bizzle, who you got, man? You got another one. Go on.
I got one more. Hatim Ben Arfa never gets mentioned. He was quality.
I think he does.
Yeah, he was decent.
He was good in flashes. He was meant to be. You know that group that he came up with. He was meant to be like the best player out of all of them, Hatim Ben Arfa, but he didn't show it enough. I feel like he didn't care enough, man. He showed it in flashes, didn't he? Pause. But yeah, no, Ben Arfa's a good shout still.
The only reason I'll disagree with Ben Arfa is simply because, obviously being North East, Middlesbrough, Newcastle rivalry, like there isn't a week goes by where I don't see that goal against Bolton come up on my Facebook. You know what I mean? Like where he ran from the halfway line. It's like they're just like losing their minds because he sat like a 47-year-old Kevin Nolan on his ass. Like,
who you got, Bizzle, man? Who's your streets forgot?
I ain't really had a street forgot. For me, I was pondering this today when you was asking, and for me it was more people that never really hit that the kind of a flash in the pan more thing, and I was thinking what Yana say. That kid for me, like he was a bit disappointing. Like, you know what I mean? He kind of hit flat. He was talented, but he just never hit them heights, man. I don't know.
So he's
forgotten for a reason. Then.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I've been dying to give my ones. I've got two actually. I got two here. So I've got Faustino Asprilla.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
What a baller. And he's never spoken about. Never, ever spoken about. That guy was crazy sick. He was a baller.
He was there for 10 minutes.
No, he's 3 years there. 3 years.
Was it 3 years, really?
3 seasons. Between 95 and 98. I got it up here, man. Pause.
He made his debut. He made his debut against Middlesbrough, wasn't it? Like came on and just ripped us to pieces.
That celebration, he used to do the flip and then the air punches.
Yeah.
And I know Jared remembers him because I know you used to like Palmer back in the day, and he was an ex-Palmer player, isn't it?
Palmer's my team, bro.
Yeah, man.
The other one, I'm still a Palmer fan. Pause. Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
3 exclamation marks on that one.
Next one, Georgie King Clancy. Do you remember him?
I remember. I struck him off my list because I think he was a proper like streets will never forget player. Like he was in that same season as Juninho.
He never gets fought up though.
Proper highlight reel, like just weaving through teams and just slotting it. Like,
hey, what a player, man! What a player.
I tried to go a bit deeper than King Clancy, and like, so I was thinking about Yakubu. Like, he doesn't get the credit for the goals he got, but I don't know whether he's a forgotten. Like, I think he's fresh in the match.
Yakubu was a baller, though. Yakubu was a baller.
He was just a potent striker, like a beast striker, but baller, I don't know.
He wasn't the ball; he was a wrecking ball, wasn't he? That's it. But
right now, he was a potent striker, but
yeah.
David,
the problem is he came across as a 22-year-old, but really he was 29 in his prime.
I'm gonna do 2 honourable mentions.
We'll meet you.
And funnily enough, they're both named Musa. So Musa Dembele and Musa Diaby. Dembele and Diaby, for me, them two there should have been 2 of the best players in the world, in my opinion. They had that much ability.
Yeah.
Dembele, I'm not sure why he didn't go on to play for these massive clubs. I don't know why, because he could have done it. And then
lazy.
Diaby, sadly, is Abu Diaby. Sorry, not Musa Diaby. Abu Diaby.
Broken
Because
leg.
of his injuries, just sad, isn't it?
Broken
He was so
broken
good.
leg at Sunderland, wasn't it? Away at Sunderland.
Yeah, he just had injury after injury after injury.
Yeah.
Diaby.
But he looked a monster when he first came through under Wenger. Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but the thing about you know about Musa Dembele though. You know when you see everyone say about like actors' favorite actor, they always say like Gary Oldman. Like Musa Dembele, I feel like is the footballer's favorite footballer. You talk about like you speak to any of the Premier League players, then so they always say who's the best player players. They're just like this fella. Like you just couldn't get the ball off him. Super skillful, super fast, super powerful. Like,
do you know, he reminds me of Zidane in the way he used to play football. His style of play and everything.
Just used to glide around the pitch, wasn't it? No, that's good shout.
Again, as someone who used to watch Dembele week in, week out, the guy never used to give the ball away. Like,
and that's the sign of a great footballer when you don't waste the football.
But actually, no, sorry, one more that has to get mentioned. Sorry, that Adel Taarabt, he's another one. Didn't really give the ball away. I'm telling you, bro. Adel Taarabt, like when he was a young player at Tottenham,
I remember him. Yeah,
crazy.
When he was a QPR, he was taking liberties in the Championship. He was taking liberties in the Championship.
Well, he's another Ravel Morrison, wasn't he? Unplayable on his day, but just couldn't be asked.
I don't think Taarabt was that bad, but I mean,
Right, we ain't got long left, so let's move on to the last part of the pods. We've got the Don't Gas Weed of Chance. We don't know what it's going to land on, so it's just a spinning wheel. There are a number of different categories there, and behind each category is a question, and then we'll go round and see what everyone thinks. So if we're ready, wheel spinner, pause. Maybe we'll pause just in case, you know.
This is just the innuendo podcasting. I'm not wrestling.
Oh, music. Go on. Yes. Oh. I'm so glad it landed on music. What we got? Top 3 all-time rappers, male category. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to hand it over to Joe. You go first on this one. JD, you're first.
What do I just say one or just
top 3? You don't have to have them in any order.
My top
just
3.
Your top 3. Yeah.
Big Pun. Big Pun, Nas, and Biggie. No controversy, but yeah, that Big Pun, Nas, and Biggie.
I said no controversy.
And
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting.
No, I'm gonna take Biggie out, because only 2 albums, like Big Pun, Nas, and you know what? For me personally, we'll put Lil Wayne in there, man. Say Lil Wayne.
I think that's a strong top 3. Pause. I have to say that's a strong top 3. I'm interested to hear Blunt's reaction because I can see him laughing over there.
You've got someone garbage there like Pharoah Monch or something like that, man.
Right, Pharoah Monch. He's not garbage.
Not garbage, man.
Someone tried to find
organized confusion.
I wasn't having it, man. He's not garbage.
Yeah, you know what Simon says, isn't it? I don't know. Like, obviously, I got a feel. Obviously, like Buckstardo's like my sort of hip hop heritage runs deeper than most. Obviously, this top 3 has obviously got to be like commercially known names. Like, I can't just like style. It's not like just underground wizards.
You can say who you want if we don't know him.
All right. Well, commercially, right? Like, this isn't just a talk and mention. Like if right up there punching with your Nas as your Jay-Z. You've got to mention Eminem, right? For what he achieved, and not just because of the sort of the unique selling point, but look what he did. I mean, I'll admit, he fell off for a while. You know what I mean? But like the album sales, like the way he pioneered everything, the way he'd go on a record of anyone and just made them. remember that the Forever remix where he just made Drake, made Lil Wayne, made Kanye, like just ridiculous. My personal favorite, I think, is the GOAT. Someone known led up a guy from Pasadena, Spokane, Wildcard, guy from West Coast America, Wildcard. So if you
I,
need to see Wildcard,
I know who
check,
Wildcard
check,
is.
yeah, check out Wildcard the Dragon. See, it's difficult to like you know what I'm going to say? Method Man, because Method Man was a pioneer of flow and style, and you know what it is, right? Yeah, granted, he might not have great albums, but you hear him on a track, dude never misses. Like you never hear a Method Man verse and just think like.
Mm,
So yeah, I'm gonna stick Method there.
The track where
that's a
Texas said,
shout.
you know, back in the day was garbage. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Mhm.
But you know what, though?
Bizzle, man, you got top three. We're sorry, I don't mean to cut anyone, but we're running short on time now.
Yeah,
Bizzle, you got
yeah. Might a bit old school though, because I kind of fall off the hip hop, but old school. So me, Rakim, Nas, and I was Biggie. I'm a big fan of Biggie though, but you made a good point. A couple albums, and not just that. Some of his lyrics are a bit suspect, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
but
I think
he is poetic though. But yeah, I ain't signing off on all of the lyrics. You know what I mean? But he probably I don't know. He probably be up there. He'll be up there for sure. He'll be up there for sure.
well,
do you know what?
I don't know.
Bizzle, just sorry, bro. Bizzle's right though on them suspect Biggie lyrics though. You could literally chop a full album's worth of lyrics together and just call it pause.
You know what I mean?
Ah,
Yeah, a bit off
well,
key,
boy,
man.
JD, man, I know that we kind of known each other a long time, and it's no surprise then that two of my top three you've already picked, which is Pun and Nas. Wayne, I really do want to put him in the top three. I do, because I like Lil Wayne, man. He's one of my favorite rappers. But when I'm talking about pure rapping skill, because that was the question, top
Okay.
three rappers, not top three album makers or this or that. Top three rappers, and this guy will probably smoke anyone's mentioned so far. And I'm going with Royce 5'9".
Royce the
Smokes
5'9" is
anyone.
a dirty, horrible shout.
I'm telling you, as a rapper, come on.
Royce was not.
Royce is cold. Don't get me wrong, but how many Royce albums do nah, bro? Like Lil Wayne, lyrically, bro, he crazy. Like,
Yeah, but if you're going on album sales, then you have to say 50 Cent,
listen,
or you have to say, you know what I mean? Come on
No,
now.
no, not sales, not sales. Just a
Remember
quality
this
piece
one?
of work.
What did Wayne say in that track? Real G's moving silence like lasagna, bro. Come
Now
on, like,
Wayne's cold.
come on,
Wayne's cold. I ain't gonna lie, man.
come on. Like Wayne,
I ain't gonna lie.
quotable is crazy. Like, imagine you started the source like out like when Little Wayne like was at his peak. Like he would have had rhyme in a month, like every month for like 3 years. Like Lil Wayne was crazy. Like,
Yeah, he's got bars. And not only his bars, it's just that whole charisma that he has. That bar where he goes, elevator in my crib because it's 5 floors. I ain't expecting you to have one inside yours. I hated on him at that moment, bro. Like, this guy made me feel bad about myself. Like, nah.
Do you know what I will say? I was never really big on Wayne, so obviously the time he came out, I shifted to like completely underground when I started doing my own thing. But the more I do hear of him, the more I am impressed. Like
you know
really,
what? Yeah? Like,
there's a great conversation between him and Eminem online where they're talking about like, and there's a clip where they say like, he's like, they both say to each other like, do you ever like write a line and then you have to Google your own shit to make sure you haven't said it before, and they're like, yes,
Yeah. That's mad, isn't it?
like listen,
Right.
so sorry, just back to Little Wayne because like the guy just doesn't get the props that he deserves. Like to anybody who hates on Little Wayne or hasn't listened, like you need to you can't go back and listen to all of his albums. There's too much. Start of the Carter 2. That's the album that I say.
Yeah, definitely.
Start
Right.
there.
On that note, I'm gonna leave it there just because we've run over a little bit, but Just go around the houses, safe, JD, Blunt, Vizzle, and thank you for myself, Buckstar. And we'll be back next week.
It's been a pleasure, chaps.